from Truist Park, just about set for baseball from Cobb County, Georgia. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Atlanta Braves. It's Braves baseball next. Mike Soroka gets the starting assignment for the Braves. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down, limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
First offering on its way. Kevin Newman is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Guys, one of D-Row's former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Hey, Matty V, we're taking a look at a team right here, D-Row. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Yeah, this is an important one right here. You don't want to go 500 first 6 games, especially at home. On the road, you can deal with it. At home, this is a must-win.
Hard on the ground towards short. Swanson picks it up. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup is an interesting case study. Because if you're not a big believer in batting average, this team, they're in the bottom third of batting average, so they have to do it a little bit differently. They have to move traffic and drive the baseball out of the ballpark and into the gaps. We've seen that be successful before. Let's see if it happens again today.
1 ball, no strikes, the count. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Sent on the ground out to second. Albies brings it in, and there's out number 2. So the next to bat will be Adam Frazier. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, that's low.
Well, the key for him on the mound is to keep the ball down. Certainly, hollow of the knee or lower. Sinker changeup guy, if he's going to succeed against this lineup, he's got to keep the ball down.
2-0 now. Here's the pitch. Good pitch on the black. That was the sinker for a strike. Lifted down the line in left. In comes the left fielder. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. And now the Braves will get their initial shot here. No score. Stephen Brault, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. What's your take on him, Dan?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Acuna digs in now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
Two and one.
Oh, that pitch is out.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power. You don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on it.
That's inside.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
Fouled off. Now here's the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Reynolds is under it to make the play on the first out. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their runs.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And he will leap to make the acrobatic catch. Oh, man. Well done out there for the second out. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Showtrack. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Albies with a 1-1 count now. His prior history versus this arm, he's gone 2 for 5. Popped up, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The 1-2. Locks him up for strike 3. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Still no score. Now to the plate, Colin Moran. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Number 19, Colin.
First pitch on the way. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
That's a great sinker right there. These batters are going to have to bear down, because if he's got that good pitch working, it's going to be a long game. They might have to sit off speed.
Acuna is there, and he has it for the first out.
That is it. The right field, Gregory.
Here's Gregory Polanco, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here's the first pitch. A bouncer to the left side, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. He's through first and hustling for second, and he'll pull into second with 1 away. So a good job of going the other way here as he checks in with the 1-out double. As he moves into double digits now as we check out the team leaderboard. That is 10 for him here on the campaign. Ke'Bryan Hayes digging in now as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. The numbers offensively pretty dismal to this point, down in the 170s to start play. 4 home runs, 9 driven in. The 1-0 pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Polanco leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Hit to short. Swanson scoops it up, and that's the second out. So now it's Brian Reynolds, runner in scoring position with two gone.
Brian Reynolds.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. The 0-1 offering. Slow little grounder left side. And he'll just slap the tag on the runner between second and third to end the inning. Pirates leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Stepping in for the Braves, Austin Riley is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. First delivery to him. Got him fishing that time. 0-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first three pitches, all three down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
Marcell Ozuna comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. And it's fouled away.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well. And I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball. He's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
Bottom of the second here with no score. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he's sent down via the strikeout.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate, trying to avoid becoming the third strikeout victim of the inning here. The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Braves. We'll move to the third with no score. Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Here's the 0-2. Good waist pitch, 1-2.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the corner a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
And this one's off the fists as he fights this one off, but foul. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box, Stephen Brault. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball one. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
Yeah, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. 3rd inning, no score to this point. Swing and a flare down the line. Left fielder coming in, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the 2nd out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Kevin Newman. He bounced out last time up. And he fouls this one off. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Weak roller right side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. At the plate now is Alex Jackson. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Yeah, there are a couple of things you don't want to do as a visiting pitcher. Never give the home crowd a reason to get involved early, and don't put guys on base to ignite a big inning. Well, mission accomplished on both fronts. We'll see how he responds.
And the next in is Johan Camargo, as he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at 3rd, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
To the plate now, Mike Soroka. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And they'll slap the tag on him here in the rundown between 2nd and 3rd. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Into the corner and slicing foul. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. And it'll remain 1-2 as this is fouled back right off the catcher's mask that time, as he may need a second to clear the cobwebs here. From the belt, the pitch. Soroka stands at first with 1 out. A line shot to 3rd base. And they got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the 1 out.
The first baseman.
So a runner at first with 2 away. And in to bat next, one of the best run producers in the game, the left-handed hitting first baseman Freddie Freeman. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Reynolds has it for out number 3. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. We played 3 full. It's now 1-0 Atlanta.
Clean up base, pick up the pace. I'm out of chase, money in case. Clean up base. Got a call board if you got it. Going live good it is.
All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring up the outfielder Ben Gamel. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here. 0-1.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
The windup and the 0-1. Down and away, ball 1. count now to 2 balls and a strike to Ben Gamel. Now the 2-1. Hit on the ground toward the left. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he finds himself in a flat-footed tie for the National League lead in that category. Now 1 down with the bases empty, and that brings up Adam Frazier. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope.
And that misses for ball 1. Chopped toward the second baseman. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. Ready now is Colin Moran. He flew out in his last debut. First offering.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Acuna's there for it. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Digging in, the switch hitter, Ozzie Albies, set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Ozzie Albies.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes ball 1. That's inside. 2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at bat, starting right now.
Too high. And it's 3-0.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
A strike, and it's 3-1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the 3-2 pitch. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Around second now and headed for third. And the Braves are going to like this. They've got a man at third on a leadoff triple.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
In now, Austin Riley, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0 home. One and 2 now.
1 ball.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
The 2-2. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. Albies, the runner at third with no outs. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Payoff pitch one more time. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
So now here is Marcell Ozuna looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Runners are at first and third with none out. Here's a pop-up now, and that's going to land foul. Working for the punch-out and the offering.
Inside, ball 1.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1.
With one out and runners on the corners, some managers like to hit and run here. It's a little risky, but it can help you stay out of the double play if it's well executed.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2.
No, that's low.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
At the plate now, Alex Jackson, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
Hey, you think the game plan is to pitch this guy inside? They plunked him in the first at bat, and they're clearly coming right back in again.
Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
He's been really effective in this one so far. But it's interesting here that with a couple of guys on base, he seems to be not trusting his stuff quite as much. Kind of messing around the strike zone a little bit.
Ready with the 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 strikes.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. High in the air down the right field line. Polanco has a read on it, and he makes the catch to retire the side. 2 left for Atlanta. They lead it 1-0. Now at the plate, Gregory Polanco. He doubled his last time up. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. Strike 2 taken. A fastball that clips the inside black. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously an important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Just hung in there on that one.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
And another foul ball. Two and two. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Now another 2-2.
3-2.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Now the payoff pitch home. Little dribbler up the third baseline. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here. Digging in next, Ke'Bryan Hayes grounded out in his last at bat.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here, similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Looked like that one tied him up a bit, a swing and a miss.
That's the heavy sinker right there. He has the ability to get ground balls when he needs them, potential double play situations, or to get that jam job with no one on base, that tapper right back to the pitcher. One of the toughest pitches to hit in the game.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores it. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
So now to the plate, Bryan Reynolds. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ball one. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
3-2, full count. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked them up completely with that one.
At the plate, Jacob Stallings, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Struck out in his first at-bat. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. 1 left for Pittsburgh. They still trail 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next will be the switch hitting third baseman, Johan Camargo. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hard hit towards center. Reynolds is under it to make the play on the first out.
The
jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
And the pitch. Mike Soroka is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss. Bases are empty, one man out. Popped up. Newman has a play. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. Two gone now in the Atlanta half of the fifth, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Newman's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Braves are set down. And now in the box, Steven Brault. He'll start things out in the sixth for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on, start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Kevin Newman. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Way late on the fastball for strike one.
Hey, I know it's a day game, but these guys better wake up. He's on point today, throwing a lot of exploding stuff, darting and diving all over the strike zone.
Liner in there for a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble as he grounds one briskly to short. Over to Albies. On the first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Pirates are down on just 4 pitches. It remains 1-0. Bottom of the inning now, and that brings in Freddie Freeman.
The first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
First pitch of the AB now. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1.
You got to love guys auto taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike, and now you go to work, just picking apart the corners.
A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. One ball and 2 strikes to count. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
So up steps Ozzie Albies as he'll follow one into the dirt and come up empty for the first strike.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike to.
Count now a ball and a strike. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Ball 3. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1 pitch. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2.
3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Now the payoff pitch home. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Austin.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Austin Riley. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Hit hard to short. Newman fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Braves, but they hold a 1-0 lead. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
On to first, and a big out to start the 7th, 1 gone. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Colin Moran. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swinging bunt. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. 2-2 pitch is a fastball high, so it runs full 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Popped up. Camargo is there for it. 2 down.
Up next,
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Up next for the Buccos, Gregory Polanco. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Smoked on the ground left side. Camargo's got it over to first, and that retires the side. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Braves on top 1-0. Trevor Cahill gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th.
number 35, Trevor Cahill.
Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring up big-time RBI man Marcell Ozuna. First offering.
Hey!
He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. To short, hit hard. And that is through into left. And an 0-2 mistake here results in a leadoff single.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Stepping in now, Dansby Swanson, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. Cahill is at least partially known for a good changeup, and it's not just any change of speed pitch. It dances all over the place. Two 2-0 the count to Dansby Swanson.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
The 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Three balls and a strike to the Atlanta shortstop.
I got 3-1.
Ozuna on at first, nobody out. Definitely a fastball swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full 3-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Gamble is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And up next, the utility man, Johan Camargo. He's set. Here it comes. Grounded to short. Newman brings it in. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Braves strand 1. But they lead it 1-0. Stepping in, Ke'Bryan Hayes. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
No, you're only down 1 right here, but the exploding stuff that's coming out of the back end of a lot of teams' bullpens. I mean, just north of 95 plus. Stuff diving all over the plate. It's gotten a lot tougher to scratch across runs against these teams' bullpens.
To first. Freeman's got it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Next up, Bryan Reynolds. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch of the AB on its way. Cold strike as the slider gets the outside corner. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. All even now, 2-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Tried to get him with the cutter, but it's a full count, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Swing and a liner. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Next to the
Standing in now, Jacob Stallings. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now a swing and a fly ball, but this will wind up being a foul ball. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. From the belt, kicks and deals. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? There's one. Back to Freeman, not in time, and they'll just get the one. Wilmer Difo will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 15.
From the stretch. A bouncer up the middle. Over to Albies covering at second, and that'll do it. The Pirates leave 1. They're down 1-0. David Bednar is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
For the Pirates, number 51, David Bednar.
Ehire Adrianza is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the 8th as they look for some insurance. First pitch coming, here it is. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Here's the pitch. And it's 1-1. When facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Adrianza is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Here comes the 1-2.
2-2 now. We got 3-2.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Popped him up. Stallings is under it. 1 away. And now, Ronald Acuna. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. He's set, and the pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. A dive, but it's off his glove. Throw just does get him at first as he was really moving that time. And now they've requested some time to take a look at the replay, and they may decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays, and getting another look at it, I'm still not sure. This may be a tough challenge decision here.
Now the indication from the dugout, and they will use a challenge here. So we'll see what the replay operations center in Manhattan has to say about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Braves have elected to challenge.
All right, one last look at it here. The question is there enough evidence to change the call to safe? I think he did beat the throw.
The decision appears to have been made, and the runner is safe, so the call is overturned. Good challenge there, and they'll maintain the right to do so again later in the game if needed.
Upon video review, the call of out at first base has been overturned, and the batter is safe.
Here's a look over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. The 0-1 on its way. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Runners on the move for second. On he pops it up. Hayes into foul territory. And this is going to be a foul ball. Throw over to first. And he'll get back in safely. Acuna, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. And that misses 2-2. Throw over to the bag and the runner back. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back in there. The 2-2 rolled slowly down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. From the belt, the pitch on the move again from first. Fouled away. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. So here is Ozzie Albies. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the first pitch.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
A dive, but he's back. Comes set and the 0-1.
No, inside.
Now a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. Runner goes for second. Strike called. Now the throw down is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with Showtrack. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch.
2 strikes.
2 out here and a runner at second. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
He's set the payoff pitch. Down the third baseline. The payoff pitch. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Man, as a pitcher, I can tell you that is so frustrating. He's got 2 outs, and he wants to get that 3rd out as quickly and painlessly as possible, but that hitter makes him work his tail off, and he still loses him.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Austin Riley, and a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1.
The Braves have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a big time for that.
The 0-1 offering. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. 2 left for Atlanta, but they're on top 1-0. Chris Martin comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. All set to start the ninth in this one. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Kevin Newman.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a liner. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. The Braves are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. Great day's work any way you look at it.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
In now, Ben Gamel. As he swings and grounds it toward the hole. Swanson brings it in. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. So here's Adam Frazier. As the first pitch to him is in there for a cold strike 1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. The 0-1. Gamel, base runner at first with 1 out. On the ground to short. Could this be 2? Over to Albies. Back to first. A double play. And with that, the ball game is over.
Man, they battled right to the end, getting the tying run aboard in the ninth, but that's where the threat ended as they turned to double play to finish this one once and for all.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. The Atlanta Braves earned the victory despite only collecting 4 total hits. Mike Soroka earns win number 7 on the season. Stephen Brault is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Chris Martin hammers down the save, his 17th on the year. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.